Hi everyone. So these days we are sharing so many FMGE stories, so many success stories. So this time the story what I'm going to share, this is going to inspire so many medicos. Ladies and gentlemen, especially for this interview, I would like to say that, see, the tagline should be Haryana to Harvard University. We have Dr. Priyanka Chahal with us. Yes, she belongs to a small village of Haryana. After that, she got admission in MBBS college in Kyrgyzstan, Azmi. Right, and there she has explored everything. There she has made her own way, like she has made everything at her own. So especially for Dr. Priyanka Chahal and the kind of success what she has achieved, right, I would like to dedicate an Urdu couplet. सितारों के आगे जहां और भी हैं, अभी इश्क के इम्तिहान और भी हैं. सितारों के आगे जहां और भी हैं, अभी इश्क के इम्तिहान और भी है. तू शाही है, परवाज है काम तेरा, और तेरे सामने आसमां और भी है. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, so before I speak anything, please welcome Dr. Priyanka Chahal. Hi, Dr. Priyanka. First of all, heartiest congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, Nadeem sir. It's such a pleasure to be here, and thank you for this very beautiful and kind brief introduction. So thank you. It's been a great journey, and it's been a great journey actually doing many academic things, and now finally passing the FMG as well. So I mean, I'm feeling happy, excited, and I'm looking forward to our amazing conversation so far. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yes, okay, fine. So Dr. Priyanka, like she has completed her MBBS, and during MBBS, she was working with UNO as well as WHO, right? So how this journey started?
Thank you for asking me. So actually, I have been working as a volunteer in many organizations associated with the World Health Organization, the United Nations, and even different civil society organizations. So I was very interested, actually, since from my school, I was a student interested in many extracurricular activities. So when I went to Kyrgyzstan, it's a beautiful country. And then I realized that, everything happened actually during the COVID time when we all were stuck at the, hostels, nothing to do was there. So there was no so many activities at university, everything was online. So I decided to, build something that we can engage other medical students. So that's how I started an organization initiative there in Kyrgyzstan. So that's called Student Welfare Organization, Kyrgyzstan. And then the things just get started, and Google is my friend, so I just started looking where I must have to go, what are the opportunities out there for the young people, how I can engage, how can I can contribute to different causes. There are many critical issues around the world, so that's how my curiosity arose there. And I just kept going from that path, and then I realized that I can do much better, in the field of leadership and everything. And that's how I connected with many organizations. I built my network. And I think what is the main highlight here is that I doubted many times that MBBS, it's a very difficult field. I must not have to distract myself, and I only had to stuck with my study. But somehow I can't settle just in a room, and my mind just wander here and there. So I just kept doing many things to for the better cause, actually, not just for our country but for all over the world. So yeah.
So overall, how you were able to manage your academic part also and your extra activities also, like with WHO, with UN, so many works will be there for sure, right?
That's a great question. Even my friends were asking me the same questions, my classmates, my batchmates. So actually, that's my hobby. I don't have many friends. I mean, friends in the case that I don't have many friends out of my academic background. So I'll always keep my friends in that sphere. So my hobby is that I need to explore many things. I need to contribute. I need to create, and then I need to implement. So whenever I get time, let's say if I have class from morning to evening, I have so many hours later, even after I'm getting study, I'm finishing my study, and then I have so many hours. So I just look up for a different opportunity. I apply. I faced many rejections. So I believe that these things are very important when you are going to be a health professional, a doctor. Then I think the skills building, the communication, how you're expressing, how you are communicating with your patients, not just the patient, how you are communicating as a doctor, even to everybody in the different fields. So it's an interprofessional, interconnected world, health is a big sphere. So I promised myself that I have a deadline. I have a deadline of those 5 years where I'm studying my med school. I only have time at this moment, and there is no next moment. So that's how, I utilized every moment. So that's my hobby, actually, to contribute to me. And the doors got opened at the time, and I kept going. I didn't settle, and never gave up at the time. So yeah.
Yeah, okay, nice. So I will get back to this question again. But now, since actually this time you have a score 186, right? So your journey was actually somewhat difficult also, right? So my first question, because so many people, so many FMG aspirants are going to see this video, right? So they are going to see this interview. So first, most important question for FMG exam. How did you plan your FMG preparation?
That's of course, that's very important question. And I would say I don't want to make it very complicated. So I joined Arise. When I came after my graduation from Kyrgyzstan to India, I directly came to Arise, and then I studied there. I completed some of the subjects. Then I had to go to. There was a situation that didn't allow me to continue offline, as I had to travel. I was there in New York for the United Nations General Assembly, and that of course affected my study, and there were so many other things that were my priorities at the time. So I had to switch to online mode, and then I also joined Arise in the online format. I had my notes, so I just completed that as much as I can. I studied and I tried my best to study everything and to clear the concepts. In the beginning, it sounds scary when you are in the environment, when you are getting into the kind of a war zone where everybody is just studying. Some are failing, some are passing. So, but what is the most important thing is that what is your mindset? If you know that you're gonna make it, so just save your mind, save it from all of the negativities. And I think when you have a clear vision that you are gonna pass it, you're gonna make it. So at the end, that's the inner motivation you are going to get. So that was my simple strategy. Even I was having many other travels opportunity. I need to travel because I work with the UN associated organization and everything. So that's also my priority. But I also know that, I'm going to be a doctor. So this is also my biggest priority. So I kept that balance, and, I just had the belief in myself that I'm going to make it anyway. There are many things that can be distracting, but at the end, I'm going to make it. So yeah, and I made it. So feeling proud, and we are here now.
So this time after scoring 186, a celebration is going on at home?
Yes, definitely. Celebration is going on. We celebrated. I'm currently in my village with my family. So they say in Haryana that Dr. 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗿𝗺. So it's like, I became a doctor now. So it's the biggest celebration after passing FMG. So before that, people were not assuming that I'm a doctor. So of course, that's a great feeling. So I'm also feeling great, having the self-confidence that, I did it. And the most beautiful thing here is that every time when I learn something, every time I felt that I'm learning something new. So I think if I had to sum up everything, so it's not like that if we are passing FMG or if we are passing an exam, it's every time it's new, it's something new. So that's what I was feeling, and that's how it was the motivation for me. At least I'm learning my own, professional subjects, and that's also good for me. Doesn't matter if I'm gonna pass or fail, but at least I had to clear my all of the concept. So that was my simple strategy, that I was very, interested in clearing my concepts that I didn't able to clear during my, med school because of my different activities as well.
Mm-hmm. You completed all 19 subjects, or you left few subjects also?
So I almost completed all of the 19 subjects. But for the short subjects, like 2 or 3 short subjects, I didn't completed them all. I mean, 3 subjects. So what I did that I had some quick revision for that, but I attempted all of the previous year questions for the same subject. So I just got the idea, how the question gonna be, but I cleared all of my, high yield topics for the specific short subjects. So yeah, but major subjects, they are like the big boys. So I must have to understand everything for the major and the big subjects. So yes, that was my priority because of the limited time that I was having.
Okay, fine. See, actually, so many medicos are going to write exam in December 2024. So what should be the best strategy? What should be the best strategy for them, because they are going to start now?
So, well, I'm going to answer this question maybe in an explanation way, because this is a very important question, and I hope that, by our conversation that can get transmitted to other students. So what is the main thing? We all study. So it's not that we are not studying. Everybody is studying. Everybody is, completing their subjects and concept clearing and everything. But these are the 19 subjects. So you must know that which subjects are your priority first. Of course, every subject is very important. You should have to take care of everything, but you must have to prioritize the subjects. And then if we are completing that, I also want to say that never do quick revision without knowing the basic things. Basic things, if I'm saying the foundation, so you must have to complete everything. You must have to watch every video of the big major subjects. It doesn't matter, how many days it's going to take. But the second most important thing is that when you're going to watch the video or you're going to watch the lectures offline, you must have to revise that. And you must have to write and revise. All of our senses are working, and you also have to speak. So imagine if your ear is hearing your same voice, and then your hand is writing the same thing. So it's like all of the all of the senses are working, and that are just getting put into your brain. So this is my strategy, and I believe that when I write, when I speak, when I listen my own voice, and when I also share my knowledge with others, like teaching them, so it is just getting imprinted in the brain. And so brain is very powerful. You must have to know how to make it smart. So hard work is important, but you at the time when you are near the exam, you must have to analyze yourself. What is your smart way so you can remember everything? So
Very true.
yes, and of course test. You must have to appear at least in 2 or 3 grand tests before the exam. So before, I used to think that tests are not important. I'm gonna study, and I will just give exam. So I was very confident in that. And then later I realized that giving the test, it's very important, because this is the way that how you analyze. So test series is very, very important. So you must have to take that. Because simply it's the competition of yourself to yourself. It's not like that, oh, I'm gonna score more than her or him or more than them. It's just like you to you. So I always take that mindset that if I have to make it, I will make it. And yeah, so that's my laser focus in that. So I hope that even the students will take this as a message, because I believe the human brain can distract us. When this distraction is that we think that we know everything, but this is not the reality. We don't know everything. So medicine it's a very, very, very huge subject. I mean, it's a full of small subjects, but overall medicine is like huge. So you must have to keep learning. So and just analyze yourself and give it. And I will say that students will do best. And just contact me whenever you feel low. I'm a good motivator, so I can give some motivation by realizing what is your roots. So let's stay connected with your roots and study.
Yes, so there are so many words of wisdom from your side. Yeah, that's great. Okay, that shows your leadership quality from WHO, right? So, all right. Yeah, my next question to you: what are the mistakes which a medico should be avoiding during FMG preparation? I would like to highlight the mistakes.
So the biggest mistake that I already mentioned, Nadeem sir, is that there is 2 types of ego. One is ego, second is super ego. When we think that we know everything, sometimes it happens. I'm sitting, and there are some, other my colleagues or my friends sitting. They think that they know everything, and teacher is just repeating the same thing. So it's not like that. You don't know everything. So this is the biggest mistake. So never bring this thing in your mind that you already know this subject. You don't have to study this. The second thing is that when you get into the competition, you automatically can feel a state of depression. So this is also your mistake. I mean, this is your mistake, because you're letting others to affect your energy, right? So this is your mistake. So you must have to learn how to be strong, how to be mentally strong in this condition, because families, friends, and everybody are just waiting for a result. There's kind of a peer pressure over you, but you must have to learn how to overcome that. And I think to learn that you must have to make your mind resonate yourself with your thoughts and what do you want, what is your background, where this thing will take you. So I think the self-motivation is most important while learning, and everybody is studying, everybody is having the same brain, same hours, same time. But the basic strategy that please avoid these situations where you have to feel low. So feeling low is okay, but do not feel low for a long time. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, just it's okay. Don't make it for a full day, because you are wasting your time, and every moment is very precious. The third thing I want to highlight, avoiding mistake, is of course you must have to watch the videos or lectures carefully. You must have to listen to your teachers carefully, because they are the experienced one here. You are not having any experience, so just follow them. Even if you are feeling that you don't have to, just follow them, listen them, and whatever they do, just stick to that plan, and just then you will be doing great. So don't make your own self plans, because you don't know what is the important topic, which questions are important, what subjects is important. So that's how I think that's also important that we have the mentors. So that's the importance of mentors. And so as like I can give you an example. I remember when we were having the talk and you were telling me things, and I realized that I was quite wrong at some places, and then you just guided me in the beginning when I was about to graduate. So yes, and at the end, just give the grand test, and then you'll be rocking, I believe. So yeah.
ओके चलो ठीक है, ये सारे तो बहुत ही अच्छी बातें थे रिलेटेड टू एग्जाम। नेक्स्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन आई वांट टू आस्क यू, सी डॉक्टर प्रियंका का एडमिशन हो चुका है हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में, राइट? शी इज गोइंग टू डू पब्लिक हेल्थ, मास्टर्स इन पब्लिक हेल्थ, राइट?
ग्लोबल हेल्थ, मास्टर्स इन ग्लोबल हेल्थ डिलीवरी।
यस, ओके फाइन। तो आप इसके बारे में कुछ बताओ, क्योंकि ये जो सब्जेक्ट है ना, जैसे एक तो होता है कि देखो जिन लोगों का भी एडमिशन होता है एमबीबीएस में, तो उनका फर्स्ट कंसर्न होता है कि भाई मुझे डॉक्टर बनना है, मुझे सर्जन बनना है या फिजिशियन बनना है, जो भी डॉक्टर बनना है, बेसिकली पेशेंट देखना है, ठीक है। लेकिन आपका जो भी मैं स्टार्टिंग से देख रहा हूँ, जो आपका जो एक अट्रैक्शन रहा है वो टुवर्ड्स लीडरशिप, राइट, है ना? वो पब्लिक हेल्थ है, ग्लोबल, ये सब जितनी भी चीजें हैं, तो ये तरफ जो है, मतलब जैसे मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल, मैं कहूँगा 99.99% को अट्रैक्शन नहीं होता है। तो यहाँ पे आपका कैसे अट्रैक्शन हुआ, कैसे आपने इस चीज को, मतलब आपने बना ले नहीं मुझे यही करना है, हाउ ये चीज बताओ।
जी, तो सर जिस टाइम पे मैंने एमबीबीएस शुरू की थी किर्गिस्तान में, उस टाइम पे मैंने ये चीज तो मैंने देख ली थी कि कहीं ना कहीं हमारे पास बेशक से बहुत अच्छा हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम है, लेकिन दे आर गैप्स। वहाँ पे बहुत सारे गैप्स हैं that must be filled by someone. And
यस,
looking back in India, I feel that in the leadership, even if you can see the government structure, if you can see the organizational structures, you will find less doctors. I mean, they are the health leaders, but their background, they don't have the medicine degree, they don't have the MBBS degree, most of them, I mean, not all. And then I realized that even not that, when I come from a very small village, so मेरा एक गांव है सर जी, हरियाणा में। I'm speaking Hindi, so
आपके गांव
हरियाणवी
का नाम
हमारे
क्या
कहते
है?
हैं।
आपके गांव का
जी,
नाम क्या
मेरे
है?
गांव का नाम है दोरड। दोरड ये जुलाना में है, जींद, डिस्ट्रिक्ट जींद है। सो इट्स वेरी स्मॉल विलेज, बहुत छोटा सा गांव है। तो मैं वहां पे, मेरी एजुकेशन भी साइड में ही हुई है, एक पड़ोस के गांव में, वहीं पे मैंने अपनी पढ़ाई करी। वहीं पे मेरी फैमिली है, मम्मी पापा भाई सारे हम वहीं पे। तो वहां पे भी मैं देखती थी कि इतना ज्यादा एक्सेस है नहीं। जैसे क्लीन वाटर का हो गया, अब गवर्नमेंट क्लेम करते हैं कि क्लीन वाटर, अब जब वाटर क्लीन नहीं है तो वो कौन उन चीजों को ठीक करेगा? गवर्नमेंट leaders, they don't know what is the negative effects of not having the clean water, right? I mean, there are many diseases which are getting spread. So I was just curious, who are making these health policies, who are doing these things, why they are not checking the healthcare system, especially at the ground roots, and who are going to provide these health facilities to those people who don't have the access, right? And everybody is having the right to health, right to, I mean, even in our constitution, but at the ground, the things are not like that, which are getting, showed off on the square level. So I thought that I must have to bridge this gap from bottom to top. और तभी से मैंने सोच लिया था सर जी कि बनना तो चलो डॉक्टर है, बट स्टिल आई वांट टू डू समथिंग बिग बियॉन्ड द डॉक्टर. So this was my motivation, and even today I'm watching many things that need to be solved. And in India, many people they do not want to be in the public health, maybe because of the infrastructure that we are having. But I hope that in future it will improve, and many people will be getting attracted towards public health as well. So it doesn't mean that if you are attracted towards public health, then you are not interested in clinical. Both can be done. So you just have to be expertise even in clinicals, then of course in public health. So yeah, I mean, so then I get connected with many things, many organization, and then I realized when I was in third year, तो मैंने सोचा कि clinical field I will take it as a, for later. But first, I want to be a public health expert or global health expert. And I already realized when I was in second or third year. So, and then I started working on myself. And my goal was Harvard, only Harvard. I didn't think about any university. So I applied last year too. I got rejected. But that was my super motivation. And then I prepared for myself for 1 year, everything for the university, every application, every essays. So they are kind of like big essay. 5-6 essays थे सर, जो मतलब बहुत टाइम लगा मेरे को प्रिपेयर करने में. एंड देन बट आई रियलाइज कि हार्वर्ड जाना है तो हार्वर्ड में जाना है. सो देन इट विल बी लाइक ओके, nobody thought from my family that I can go into Harvard. Nobody even thought that I'm a first doctor in my whole family. So I'm a first generation doctor. So and then I get into Harvard. So it's like super bonus.
True.
And I'm very happy that, and I also believe that if I can make it, everybody can make it. So but you must have to connect with your roots. ये नहीं सोचना कि भाई मैं कहाँ से हूँ, मैं तो छोटे से गांव से हूँ, मेरा क्या होगा. अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं भाई, अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढनी पड़ती है. गूगल है आपके पास, देखो और करो. सो कहानी बहुत बड़ी है सर, लेकिन वी हैव स्पेसिफिक टाइम, तो मैं बस यहीं पे फ्लोर
Nice,
इज
nice.
योर्स.
देखो, जो आपका जो ऑब्जर्वेशन है, जो आपका जो अट्रैक्शन है, देखो मैं इसका एक सिंपल एग्जांपल दूंगा ना, कि जैसे मान लो कोई एक मतलब एक बहुत ही खूबसूरत बिल्डिंग है, इमारत है, या ताजमहल है. तो जो मतलब मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल का जो अट्रैक्शन होता है ना, वो बिल्डिंग की खूबसूरती से होती है, ऊपर के पार्ट से होती है. रूट कोई नहीं देखता है. रूट और जो होता है ना, जो मतलब कि इसको कैसे स्टार्ट किया गया था, कहाँ से बनाया गया था, कैसे कैसे वहां पे क्या क्या डिफिकल्टीज आए होंगे. राइट. तो जो आपका जो पूरा एक अट्रैक्शन है ना जिस तरफ है, वो है रूट. यहाँ पे पब्लिक हेल्थ का इंपॉर्टेंस यहीं पे आता है ना, कि जो बिल्कुल विलेज लेवल पे, रिमोट लेवल पे, कहाँ कहाँ से कौन कौन से नेगेटिव चीजें आ रही है, कौन कौन से वो नेगेटिव चीजों को हमें कैसे ओवरकम करना है. राइट. है ना. चलो, ओके, नाइस, दैट्स ग्रेट थिंग. मुझे ये भी पता चला था कि आपने स्टूडेंट लाइफ में पूरा पार्ट टाइम जॉब भी किया, अपने आप को भी सपोर्ट किया, आप शायद अपने फैमिली को भी सपोर्ट कर रहे थे स्टूडेंट लाइफ से. राइट.
जी. but that was out of वो थोड़ा सा एकेडमिक के बाद की चीज थी जी. वो कंडीशन थोड़ी अच्छी नहीं थी. मेरी जो फैमिली है वो एक किसान परिवार से हूँ मैं, जहाँ पे मेरे पापा जी हैं, वो टीचर भी हैं, लेकिन वो गेस्ट टीचर. आई मीन ही इज नॉट प्रॉपर गवर्नमेंट टीचर, ही इज अ गेस्ट टीचर. तो उसमें दिक्कतें थी उस टाइम पे. तो वो जो चीजें होती है सर अच्छे के लिए होती है. उस टाइम पे मेरा वो मोटिवेशन था कि if not me then who, and if not now then when.
ट्रू.
And then I was having this deadline. उस टाइम पे मैंने सोच लिया था कि मैं सबसे अलग रहती थी. I was very isolated. I didn't have friends, as I already told. So but I was very clear with my visions that what I have to do. What and back in India, I'm having a family who are needing my support, who are waiting for me to become a doctor. But
ट्रू.
what about now? How I can support them? So when I get connected with many people, I didn't sleep for nights. I was just having 3 or 4 or 2 hour sleeps every day. I was attending universities, and then I'm also doing some kind of part-time jobs to support my family, to support myself. And I was utilizing many hours on that aspect, because that was the important. क्योंकि जो family को support करने में जो खुशी मिलती है, that was also the motivation for me. And that was the time that I realized that I can do anything. उस टाइम पे सपने मैं बहुत बड़े बड़े, मैं शुरू से ही बहुत बड़े बड़े सपने देखती हूँ सर. और मेरे को पता है मैं वो कर लूंगी. There are many, if I can tell this to my friends, they are like, oh ना होगा, छोड़ दे अपने. ऐसे हमारे कहते हैं ना कि ज्यादा सेक्चुअली के सपने मत देख, जहाँ पे वहां पे रह गया अपना सिंपल तो वो होता है सर कि नहीं, जब जब मैंने इतना कर लिया, मैं बाहर देश में आ गई, अब इतना खर्चा हो रहा है, तो मेरे को कैसे सस्टेनेबल वे से कैसे खुद को सपोर्ट करना है और कैसे मेरी फैमिली को भी मैंने सपोर्ट करना है। तो सर पढ़ाई के साथ, कुछ जॉब्स के साथ, कुछ अपने मेरे खुद इनिशिएटिव्स थे, उनके साथ वो सारी चीजें मिला के समूह हो के शायद ये सारी चीजें हैं जो आज के टाइम पे मेरे को जो हार्वर्ड में लेके जा रही हैं। आई थिंक हार्वर्ड नीड दिस थिंग्स। सो उनको मेरी जरूरत है और मेरे को भी उनकी जरूरत। सो इट्स लाइक द म्यूचुअल थिंग एंड म्यूचुअल ग्रोथ फॉर बोथ ऑफ अस। सो ठीक सर, ये सारी चीजें और फैमिली का सपोर्ट होना बहुत जरूरी होता है सर। जब चीजें अनकंफर्टेबल होती है तभी तुम ग्रो करते हो। अगर मैं अच्छी फैमिली से होती, अगर मेरे साथ ये दिक्कत है, शायद मैं ना कर पाती आज ये सारी चीजें। सो जब जब फैमिली का सपोर्ट है, जब आप उससे कनेक्ट रहते हैं ना, तो वो मोटिवेशन अपने आप आ जाता है। उस टाइम पे आपको किसी तीसरे इंसान की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती कि भाई मेरे को फलानी वीडियो देख के मोटिवेशन चाहिए, वो वीडियो देख के मेरे को मेरा डोपामिन इंक्रीज होगा। वो तो खुद के इनर वॉइस होती है सर कि अभी मेरे को ये करनी है, ऐसे ऐसे ये मेरे स्टेप है। और मैं प्लान्स अपने खुद बनाती थी, मैं कभी किसी, मेरा कोई मेंटर नहीं था, मैं सारे प्लान्स अपने खुद बनाती थी, खुद डायरी पे लिखती थी। मैं हर दिन अपना हर एक दिन का सिंगल प्लान बताई पढ़ाई के साथ साथ। So yes, so that was a big journey, sir, but very interesting journey. Or Kyrgyzstan taught me many things that India didn't, but now it's time to give back to India as well.
Nice. Okay, chalo. It's like we came to know we came to know so many things about Dr. Priyanka, right? Because so far you have completed MBBS and your journey has been very beautiful. I would say that this was very inspiring, right? So keep inspiring the people wherever you go,
Yeah.
keep shining. And yes, so many juniors, so many medicals, so many, so many medicals are going to watch this interview for sure. They are going to get benefited, right? So सितारों के आगे जहां और भी हैं, है ना? So sky is the only limit for you. So this was an Urdu couplet from Allama Iqbal, like a
Oh.
great poet in Urdu, right? So okay, अब तो आप यूएसए जा रहे हो हरियाणा से, तो सुंदर पिचाई साहब को भी हमारा हेलो बोल देना आप, हैं?
जी सर।
चलो नाइस, दैट्स
फिर
ग्रेट।
वहां से फिर करते हैं सर एक इंटरव्यू जाने के बाद।
पक्का 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 डन। एक बार आप पहुंच जाओ वहां पे, उसके बाद वहां के बारे में हमें भी बताना, है ना? फिर जब आप अगर वहां पे पहुंच चुके तो हमारे कुछ और भी स्टूडेंट्स हैं, है ना, होपफुली
जी
वो भी वहां का
डेफिनेटली।
रास्ता देख सके, राइट? So okay, so now one last question. See, yeah, now so many people are going to write exam in December 2024, right? FMG exam, this is a very important exam. Like if you want to practice in India, right? So what is the most important message for them?
So the last important message is that sir, just believe yourself. Self-belief is very important.
Mhm.
When I say self-belief, it's a very big thing. It seems a small thing, but it's a very big thing, which are deciding your future, which is deciding your present, and then ultimately you will be having a great future. So just believe yourself, and I would say that friends are good. When you have to do some fun and everything, but do not let other people's thoughts and energies affect you. Just keep it safe, keep your mind safe, and just keep going. And you don't know how powerful is your brain. If I can handle multiple things at a time, and I can pass FMG along with my many other responsibilities, then you can do it, and never doubt yourself. And just keep going and just clear, and good luck. You will do your best. And God will also help you. So taking the God help is also good. So keep telling the God that these are my things, because that's how also you stay aligned with your higher self. So yeah, do some meditation if you are feeling distracted, but just pass it. It's a very important exam, and it's also the interesting one. Do not feel depressed about it. So yeah.
Okay, that's a great kind of psychotherapy which you have done just now. Okay, so that's great. So it was a great conversation. So thank you so much,
Thank you,
Dr.
sir.
Priyanka, and keep shining, and we shall always be in contact. All right. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
sir. It's a
Bye.
pleasure.
Good night.
Bye bye, sir.